It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked complete.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rama,
Huh?
do you see?
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is...
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to...
show begin.
Verdict is... Time for retribution!
This is a new one.
Let's dance.
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait, what's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are King Deshret.
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest, cause his wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of...
You can read ancient King...
Of course. Every student needs to master at least...
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal... Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and...
Isn't sharing knowledge again?
Yes. However, under the you'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make...
Was that the former Dendro Arc?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no... You've just witnessed his...
I've never... The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. King Deshret's death. The old... We saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
You were blinded by your
How could I ever begin?
Raman, give it a rest. You're...
My Eremites and I.
Hey, how you doing?
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
But please, give me.
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to do.
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow, I'll convince and I'll.
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough. But
Ramon's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King...
The outcome.
we should get going too. Let's head back. We're leaving.
Stop yell.
Let's end this quickly! This isn't good.
Ramon,
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I...
Don't matter. But we shall.
Where are the
I'll bring you to the.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the script!
There's no need to yell.
We've been all over.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No.
Whoa. The moment they...
You should have known.
Wait,
No, not sign.
I could do.
please have mercy.
Start talk.
So, your superior...
They...
Don't play. They extractive...
Well, you better...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. It may seem as if the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like,
Continue.
and then, the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But he asked them.
This is what the...
First, the Academia. After that, with the doctor's help. And next...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's Map. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you could, if it's knowledge, no more.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It is as if they are cursed with some organism. This is but
Then what does Is she not a true...
From the beginning, when the Academia, they found that at the top, not to mention that slowly but surely.
So...
All right, Raman, give me...
Sure.
It's all good. Whatever the boss says.